Trigger warning. The following content may include sexual content, excessive or gratuitous violence content, Build-A-Bear Workshop content, death and or dying content, naked Mitch McConnell, and doom scrolling. If you are offended by the aforementioned content, please stop listening and go ahead and give a 5-star review anyway. If you are not offended, you are probably a terrible person and have discovered your people. Welcome, new listener.
You're now tuning in, so get ready for your mindless and sometimes mindful hosts, Josh, Jenn, and their very special guest for the morning. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Mindless Morning Show. Hey guys, welcome back to the Mindless Morning Show. I'm Jenn, and with me I have Josh, as usual, and then the wankered Jay of Salty Speculation Podcast. What's up, Jay?
What's up, everybody? Wankered in this context means that I've had a considerable amount of alcohol, and that's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm wearing a Spartan helmet.
Yeah, we decided on masks, and then we decided it is very much for the intro because they're all very painful.
This thing is very heavy, very heavy.
Josh's is pretty, like, he's wearing an ape mask for people that don't actually watch, but you should. And it's legit, dude. Gosh. Ew.
Yep, that's definitely like every anime I've ever watched.
So I'm now going to pause the recording momentarily.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Take these damn masks off.
Thank you. Oh shit. Yes, we are all maskless. Maskless? Maskless?
Maskless.
Thank God that shit hurt.
The worst decision I ever made was to start doing videos in that goddamn helmet. Because like I thought it would be a funny 5-minute thing, and then that would be it. And now I do it every single week. And I swear my head is getting bigger because it hurts more and more every time I wear it, and I don't get it. Like it's horrible. I hate
it. and that's a real metal mask. So
yeah, so
it's not a mask, it's a helmet.
It is an actual helmet. So like there is a strange and stupid story behind this. Like my friend for Christmas, I decided to buy him something that I knew he'd very much like, which was Crash Bandicoot, because he's a massive Crash Bandicoot fan.
Yeah.
And he texted me about a week before Christmas saying, I've got you something that you'll love. And get there on Christmas Day, and it's a Spartan helmet. And I do love it, but I have absolutely no idea why he thought I'd love a Spartan helmet. I've never talked to him about Spartans, my love for them, or anything. He just went, you'd really like that. So now I own a Spartan helmet, and until the show started, I had no idea what to do with it. So now it has a use, and now I feel happy.
Your friend predicted your show, which, by the way, tell us about.
Yeah, so our show is a Salty Speculation, a relatively new podcast, but we're actually doing quite well, a lot more better off than we thought we would be. And we talk about anything, and I mean anything that can be considered weird, or as I like to call it, weird, wacky, and wonderful. So ghosts, we'll talk about that stuff, but then we'll go straight into aliens. And from aliens, we'll start talking about cryptids. And from there, the Mandela effect, because why the hell not? A whole wide array of topics. We've got enough for about 40 episodes planned so far.
Nice.
We've published 8 of them now, and we've recorded 14 of them. So we've done quite well, I think, for a baby pod, as we're called.
You know, so my curiosity with you started because Josh sent me a DM and was like, oh, you got competition or some shit. That's what I like woke up to. And I was like, what? And then I go look and I'm like, oh, hell no. There has not been another Speculate podcast. That was a very like little, not well used, like term or whatever. That's why we picked it. And then we ended up being like besties, from across the world. So
yeah, no, it's just the way it works out. But I mean,
I'm like, I
better,
just want to collab.
No, I do. We do want to collab, because I have said this to Nick before. It's like, as you're right, Speculate isn't it? For considering what we talk about, you'd think there would be more shows with it in the title. But right. I just personally think that is a testament to how stupid people actually are, because they're like, no, let's call it Conspiracies Cast, or Think With Us, or Use the actual word, that is provided in the dictionary. But no, I told him about your show, and he just thought, the first thing he asked was, how big are they? And I was like, bigger than us, dude. Everybody's bigger than us.
Not if you're pulling good numbers right now. I don't know what you're
No,
doing.
we're doing, do you know, funnily enough, it's Reddit mostly. I don't
figure it out, man.
Well, it's pretty easy. What you do is you just make sure the mod of the channel's okay with it first, and don't just speak to them, smooth one of them up, and that's how I've done it. But I post our episodes pretty much every week, and on average we'll get maybe from that post maybe 300 listens from just the post on Reddit.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you get away with it because of your accent. They just like hearing it. They're like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
No, but it's all
but they don't know that on a comment though.
It's not you're like not sending it to them prior.
No, it's not like I'm sending them a message going, "Hi, mods. I'm a respectable Scotsman. I'm currently not drunk."
But can you now?
It's not how I do it. It's just like I basically write a cold email as if I'm pitching a sale, and then I'm just like, so can I put my thing on your subreddit, pretty please? Ooh, and then and then the only one that I've ever had, and I'm throwing shade at this right now because this pissed me off, but the only one that's ever said no was the sleep paralysis one. The sleep paralysis subreddit.
They're really serious in there.
So I sent this message off to the moderators. There's only 2 of them, and I was like, so yeah. So while we do talk about the sort of wackier side of sleep paralysis, we do break it down into what it actually is and why we experience these things. This person just didn't read the message and went, is your podcast based in science? Because we're very much trying to push the scientific side of it. And I'm like, read the fucking message. And then so I explained, well, yeah, it is, but with some slight entertainment value. Well, there's a lot of entertainment value, actually, not slight, but they didn't respond to it. And then I was like, okay, whatever, can't win everyone. And then I went onto their subreddit, and the first 5 posts, all with 100+ upvotes, was, I saw a demon in my bed. It was so scary. And you're like, well, what's the science in that? You're posting this shit, but you won't let me post my podcast. I was like, we're trying to inform people about it whilst being funny, and you're just being a jackalope, you arsehole.
A what?
A jackalope.
It's like a jack-o'-lantern with a cantaloupe.
It's really not. It's a bunny rabbit.
It is a bunny rabbit, but are you saying that instead of saying like jackass?
No, I just thought jackalope had more emphasis.
I like
this was one of these moments. Don't make me put the helmet on, Jen.
Sound like you can.
Right.
So, I mean, I gotta say, man, I don't know fucking dick about Reddit. Like, I've tried it multiple times on like just a personal level, like just me like browsing it and whatnot. And every fucking time I try and post something, like I find that like my message or comment has been removed, or that my post has been removed, and that I've broken rules. There's times I've been like banned outright, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like, I don't understand it clearly. So,
considering Josh, I've spoke to you nearly every day for the past 2 weeks. I can understand why you've been banned. It's like, I'm surprised that Jen's still hanging on there, to be perfectly honest.
Dude, all I do is I'm like pissed off at the kids, and I get on Reddit, and then somebody like pisses me off, and I'm like, fuck off, dude.
Yeah, you pick fights with people. Like, I was actually trying to contribute to a conversation, and like, nope. I'm like, what the?
If I get real mad, then I go to Facebook.
Oh, I know you go to Facebook. I know you go to Facebook.
You get
the
that
screenshot queen right here.
Yeah, screen queen.
But the thing with Reddit, okay, so I've been on Reddit for like since it started. I was one of the people that used to use Dig back in the day. Dig was the website where everyone came from to go to Reddit. And Dig was kind of like Reddit with an upvote, downvote system. But they made some bad choices, and everyone was like, nah, we're not having that, and they buggered off to Reddit. So I was one of the ones who joined. I've seen how it changes throughout the years, And you're right, there's a lot more rules and stuff now, and there's things like karma warnings and things like that. So you can only post if you've got a certain amount of upvotes, blah, blah, blah. And the way to get around it is go to any small subreddit that you have any form of interest in. For me, I use the wrestling ones because I haven't watched wrestling in 10 years, but I still know enough to shit post about it. So all you do is just find a very low voted post, go in, make a stupid comment about The Undertaker. It'll get upvoted through the roof. And there you go. You broke the karma boundary for everyone else.
Dude, yeah, that's what I was going to say is as much good karma as I have gotten, my rants get me a lot of bad karma.
Are we talking good karma on Reddit here or just in general?
Yeah.
Trying to go, I'm a lovely person. Like, I'm really angelic and I feel that should be shown.
Oh my God, I never act like that. What the hell? If I acted like that, I wouldn't be called the names I am by Josh. Thank you.
Yeah, that and she wouldn't be my friend. I wouldn't.
True, but the thing is, like, for the purpose of the joke, I'm saying you do, or else it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I just don't get it. I don't get the upvote, downvote thing. Like I know it's similar to like Facebook's likes and the fact that there's no dislike, but like the whole karma system like doesn't make any sense to me. I don't even have Facebook anymore. Like that shit's just dumb.
Facebook, if you get an angry react, you get seen more. Like your algorithm is boosted.
I'm sure.
I'm
sure. Dude, I've seen nothing but like
it's such
people
stupid
just went out the
bullshit.
window.
It's like, but you have to use it. So it's like
I don't use it.
I mean, I use it just to promote stuff and post pictures of my kids.
I refuse. I refuse to have a Facebook page for us. I really do. Every time I've ever been on Facebook for the past like 3 or 4 years, I felt that I've left with less brain cells, and I'm not doing that to myself. I
only go on there to go, fuck this shit about something, and then I post it, and then I never go back and like really check it unless I do.
But like when I look at the comments between things like Reddit can be a cesspool, Twitter can be a cesspool, Instagram can be a cesspool. But when I weigh up all of those together and put Facebook in there with comments as well, the comments that I see on Facebook is the ones that just make me go, how the hell are you people real? I don't get it. Like, where were you educated? How were you educated? Did you drink gasoline instead of milk? I'm confused. And because of that, I just refuse to associate with it. If that means that I have to get that dynamic on my show, I don't want it. I may and Nick agree on that, so we just refuse.
Yeah,
I can respect that because I mean I don't have Facebook personally. I had a page for it at one point in time. I mean I still do. Jen runs it though, so I don't have to.
Yeah, we have a page.
Because like I literally watched people that I thought were like decent human beings in my life just totally like throw any and all like type of mannerism out the window and just be total fucking idiots. And I was like, okay. I mean,
it's a shame.
Yeah. I mean, it was dumb. So I was like, I don't even care. Like, I don't even like enjoy coming on this site to see anything anymore. Like, it's not worth it. So to me, like anybody that, not you, Jen. I mean, you're doing it for promotion value.
No, I also, a lot of my family.
Nice save, Josh. Nice save.
A lot of my family is on there, so I do post pictures of the kids and tag them.
Yeah, see, I made a family Discord for my family because I said,
my family won't do that.
That's a good idea.
Dude, I even got my like grandma on there, so like you could do it.
Dude, Discord is so underrated, man.
I mean, like,
it's so underrated and overcomplicated for people. I don't understand like how people are like, I just don't get it. I'm like, it's literally more organized than any other platform you're on, and it's so controlled because you only have the people that you're around and allow yourself to be around. It's like perfect everything, dude.
Like we record our podcast on it. We record the audio through Discord for us. It makes it easier. We tried Zoom. And then we tried, I mean, I realized Zoom's more for video, but we were just after the audio. We tried Anchor's own thing, and that is the worst recording process I've ever seen in my life. And then we found out about Craigbot on Discord, and it made it so easy.
Dude.
And we've done that ever since.
Oh, man. So I got a great story about Craigbot for Discord.
What did he do to you? What did he do?
Dude, he fucking violated me.
Tell us how he touched you.
Prior to you telling this story, I'm just pointing out that I'm about to spark up. Jen, would you join me in a nicotine little slicer?
Josh, am I allowed to join him?
Go ahead.
Yes, she is. I'm the guest.
Also, the saying not responsible for a lot that's said tonight because I don't drink. So
Oh yeah,
You're
disclaimer.
welcome. I'm gonna get
Disclaimer.
wankered with you.
Yeah, disclaimer. The thoughts
Sorry,
that I
Josh.
have are currently my
Go
drunken
ahead.
thoughts, and they don't represent me as a person. There we go.
They gave me
So
permission.
I will say, yeah. So for those that are listening and don't understand what we mean by being wankered or getting pissed, we're drinking. So cheers to everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
We're having a great night because Jay,
Wait,
what
you didn't
time is
even
it
put
for
yours
you?
to the screen.
I tried. I missed. There you go.
Boop.
Clink.
Lip boop.
A boop. I went for realism. I went clink.
Do y'all say cheers?
Oh wait. Should we do it again? Then I'm confused.
Mm-mm.
No.
Do y'all say cheers? And you're what?
Oh, in my neck of the woods. No. We go cheerio. No, of course we say cheers for God's sake.
Say cheers.
They
Is
say
there something
cereal.
else funny?
Yes.
What?
Is there something else funny that you say like about drinking that maybe we don't say?
And what instance?
Do y'all do like where you take a shot and then or what do? You like clap the shot thing on the table and then take a shot and put it down?
Hammer it, neck it. So
Yeah.
you just slam it on the table, neck it.
Yep. So that,
Wow.
Kind of like how you people do it. I don't know. It just sort of builds the adrenaline when you do it.
no.
Science.
Yeah, I mean, I would have never fucking
It's like
guessed that.
drinking it through a straw. Like if you drink it through a straw, like a beer. It's
Right, see, that's
hard
right.
enough.
You can do that. I've seen people do that. When I tried to do that, it nearly went into the back of my throat, and I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. And I just went, I'd rather just drink the beer normally. I can drink it as quick as if there's a straw in it, but
That's what she
without
said,
the.
by the way, because man.
So
Oh,
when I
is
take,
that the kind of humor that we're lowering this show to? Okay, I get it, Jen.
when I take shots, I've always hit it on the tabletop or whatever surface
For the
nearby.
adrenaline.
And then I've never done it for the adrenaline.
It's
So
the adrenaline.
I always say salute and then take the shot, like because I do it as like a drink for the lost people in my life. And,
I don't. I'm selfish.
oh, okay. Well, I mean, I
do it for
seldomly
me.
I seldomly take shots because I mean I prefer to sit back and sip, but yeah, when I get crazy, always.
And in all fairness, though, the drinking culture between both of us is a little bit different. Like you guys, the reason that we've got so many words for like such as wankered and going out and getting fucked and all that sort of thing is because that is our ideal process. We're not going out for a couple of drinks to be merry and play some pool. We're going out to get absolutely munted. And that's how we end. Like many an evening I have spent walking back from a pub because the thing is, like, I'm Scottish, so naturally I'm a cheapskate. But when I've got alcohol, what was that?
A cheapskate.
Cheapskate. I don't like to spend money.
I got you.
Yeah. So I naturally don't like to spend money because I'm Scottish. But when I'm drunk, I really don't want to spend money unless it's getting me more drunk. So what I'll do is instead of getting a taxi home, I will walk. No matter how far I am, I will walk. And I have spent many an evening walking down the very long 4-mile road to my house, singing at the top of my lungs, because that's what you got to do when you're drunk.
That's
And
the way
I
to go,
can,
dude.
I can tell you that I've currently mastered the Nickelback discography just from doing that. Because it is the easiest band to sing when you're utterly wanker. Like, there is no skill involved, no talent. Like, just walking down the road. This is how you remind me.
Yes.
That is the last thing I would have fucking suspected. Like, not even like an Irish drinking song or anything even remotely in your region. You're singing fucking Nickelback.
Why would you don't want freaking like folk songs? You want songs that are going to keep you awake. And you're like walking down the road to just, I'm through standing in line, the clubs will never get in. And you're just like, yeah, fucking rock star.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
dude.
my god, I need more. I think actually you're missing your calling and you should try to make a CD of your covers of those songs.
don't think that would sell very well.
I want it for the intro of my show.
I would be so heartbroken, like if I put so much effort into that and it didn't work. It's just like all my hopes and dreams, which I didn't have prior to today, would just be shattered.
It would do audio only. You got to get video. It will blow.
Oh yeah, I'll just like rip off the shirt at the.
Dude, do it on your TikTok.
Like fucking. Do you guys have fire hydrants there? Like little. Just like break the top off of it, like let it.
No, we don't have fire hydrants like you guys do. Like you have actual hydrants. We have like grates on the ground, and you lift up the grate and then just plug in the hose. It's not nearly as attractive.
Yeah, like that is so much more fucking convenient and easier.
No, it ain't, because you get people who then park in front of it because they don't know it's there. They just think it's a drain.
People still park in front of it, dude.
Yeah, but we've already discovered that those people are on Facebook, so naturally they're morons.
Oh my god! I always like laughed so hard at the whole like. Do y'all have the people there that wear masks inside their car?
Yeah, we got them here.
We had memes. I'm like, seriously though, why are people doing it? I see it
anytime I'm in a car, I wear the Spartan helmet. Like, just that's my mask. I just
so
pinpoint focus.
But it doesn't work.
I have cameras surrounding my house, so like I see when people like the delivery people that when I'm ordering something, I'm expecting them, so I'm waiting and I watch, and they're like they already have it on. They're already ready to go. Like before, as they're pulling up. So I'm like, man, to drive with that, like don't.
No, I'm talking about the like I'm getting in my car with my mask on and I'm gonna drive to a friggin' store or whatever. Like, why am I wearing my mask?
Yeah.
To be honest, it's a weird one here. People are wearing masks, but no one's really as bothered about it as they were at the start. We've just come out of our third lockdown, I think it is now. I've lost count. And people are still trying to maintain some form of safety, but now that the vaccine's pretty much rolled out across like 50% of the country, no one's really that bothered anymore. So
it finally has gotten more relaxed here. Like people won't say anything to you about it where I am in Texas, but I think my dad was saying that like the federal government lifted it, like unless. Or no, maybe it's like not lifted in federal buildings, but other than that, like you don't have to wear one.
It's required in like hospitals, main public transportation like subways, buses, shit like that, where you're enclosed, planes, and prisons for whatever fucking reason. Because
have you seen what happens if an outbreak happens in a prison of any disease, though?
Yeah, but dude, have you seen the state of those prisons? Their immune systems are fucking solid. they're surrounded by like shit and piss.
Fair dues. I will give you that. It's like I only know about obviously British prisons, and that's not from experience, by the way. Before anyone throws that out there, okay, let's not stereotype the Glaswegian right now. But yeah, it's,
wait, we do got against Norwegians.
Glaswegian.
Oh,
Norwegians are lovely people. They might have came over to my country about 2,000 years ago. They might have raped and pillaged, right? But they left behind me, my ancestors, and an accent. So screw them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got ancestral whores, basically. I'm all around.
Ancestral whores. Do you know what always makes me giggle, right? And this is just, it's absolutely ridiculous. But when you hear about the story of like the Vikings coming over to Scotland, and they're like these big badass people, coming in. Like I said, they raped and pillaged everything, burnt everything to the ground, took everything valuable, buggered off back to Norway and Denmark. And this image that you have of them is they're huge with massive beards, and they don't even have axes; they just have stones attached to sticks because they're that badass. And then you go 2,000 years into the future to what it is now, and then you hear my accent, and like I can make my accent quite soothing, but it's quite aggressive, and I don't mean that to be. But every Scotsman's the same. We're very aggressive with the way that we speak. But then you go and speak to the people in Denmark and Norway now, and they are the calmest, sweetest sounding people you have ever heard. I'm going, what the fuck happened to you guys? It's like, did you just leave all the anger behind? You have just come, sorted out your issues in our country, and then went back and went, we're happy now. Yeah, we're the happy Danes. We came out with Hug. You're just like, what the hell? Like, why does that happen? Why are we still the angry ones? It makes no sense to me.
Maybe it's the drinking.
They drink more than we do.
I've heard though that the Norwegians, that they're like a little socially awkward. They're not like so uppity, but they're very calm. And we had one Norwegian guy on our show. He's Rocky Kramer. He's awesome.
Dude,
his name is
Tom, dude. Rocky Kramer.
No, I mean he can be wild for sure when performing, but like talking, it's so funny. And like the one thing that like stuck out to me on the interview, he's like, yeah, when I go on roller coasters, it's more just like just straight face. And I was like, what the fuck? It was
that's amazing. Just sitting there with a very stoic look on your face as you're on like a fat, massive G4 style bloody roller coaster.
It's so funny when he showed like his demonstration of it.
So go back and watch that episode, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Plug.
But continue watching this until the end.
Yeah,
yes, please, because I've stayed up very late.
Yeah, how late is it for you, man?
It is currently 10 minutes to 2 in the morning. I feel that I should explain this. I made friends with these two degenerates right here, and it's been a wonderful experience, except that they keep making me stay up really, really late. If it's not for Josh going, oh, let's play Fortnite, and we do. And then you've got Jen who's just like, I'm wanting to talk.
Let
me see my screenshots. I've had a bit of a day. And you're like, why am I responding? It's 3 a.m. Why am I being blackmailed? And then
to be fair, though, you're awake.
Yes.
Because of you. You started this. You started
you're
this.
You're responding.
I'm a nice person.
So in the middle of the night while you're sleeping, it goes ding, and you're like, oh, okay, let me answer.
Whenever there is someone out there who needs me,
he's got like the fucking bat signal on his phone.
like it's just a silhouette in the sky of a Spartan helmet with a whiskey bottle, and it's just me going, I'm needed. To Discord.
Josh, make that happen, please, in like video form.
I'm going to. I mean, I'm already excited about the whiskey bottle with a Spartan helmet. I'm gonna make that happen.
Seriously, yes, please. And also, we need some merch from the Salty Speculation podcast.
Yeah, we are working on some merch. We had a fan of ours who designed us some. Like they said to us that, we're doing you some drawings, and I thought, well, that's a weird opening statement. Like normally people say hello, and
I was like your French whore.
Like I had absolutely no idea like what their drawing talent was like, and I was like, it's just going to be stick men, isn't it? It's going to be weird. And they ended up coming out with like 2 designs, which were phenomenal. So in our second episode, we talk about aliens, and I decided during that episode to just sort of ad-lib certain quotes that the witnesses had said. And because it was set back in the 1950s, doing the voiceover of a woman, I informed her husband that his name was now Tuna Noodle, because that's how you talk back in the 1950s, and I stand by that. So it was Tuna Noodle, and she did a Tuna Noodle t-shirt design of it saying Tuna Noodle with an alien popping out the front, and the description I gave of the aircraft being a flying laser pancake, she put that in there as well, and I was like, this is fucking amazing. And then she went, oh, and I did one for your co-host as well. So the way it works is, like, I'm the more vibrant, shall we say, of the two. And Nick is very English and dry. And I love him for it. And everybody else loves him for it as well. But it works really well together. And he came out, while I'll come out with stories that are wacky and mystical and, full of and magic and shit like that, he'll come out with things like things found in rocks and fossils that are weird. Now, that doesn't sound interesting, but I can assure you that episode was fucking hysterical. I've just dropped my mic. I apologize. But he ended up doing this episode on these rocks found, these dinosaur bones found within rocks, blah, blah, blah. And this person drew a fossilized dinosaur in a rock with various other little quotes that he'd said throughout the episode. I sent it to him and he was like, oh my God, we have fans. It's great. It's amazing. So that's like, true. We're so excited.
that's where I'm stuck at. I'm like really actually kind of pissed and jealous. So I'm gonna just yell at the speculate with us fans for a second, because what the fuck, bro? That's some
This isn't to
impressive shit.
speculate with us, Jen.
Speculate with us fans. If
No.
you wish to send the salty speculation any designs that you may
No.
have.
I'm just saying I'm impressed that fans are that engaged with your show. That's really cool.
We're not too forceful with it. We use Reddit to advertise. We have a Twitter. We have an Instagram. We don't send out bulk messages to people like a lot of people do. We're not pestering people for ad swaps and things like that. We're just trying to grow naturally, and people, that sort of comes off a bit. People see that. Also, you are right, and I hate to admit it, but the accents do have a big thing when it comes to our viewership or listenership or whatever you want to call it. I just want to say, as much as I appreciate that, I do think that's heavily racist, but there is more to us than...
Wouldn't that be voicist?
Voices.
No, it's racist. No, it's racist.
No, he's like dead serious. Okay,
you're sitting here, right, assuming what I'm offended over. No, bad Josh. But we have. I think people stick around for the accent at the start because Nick isn't the normal English accent. His is completely different to what people would normally assume it would be. And then you've got my accent, which isn't your typical Scottish accent either. Because I've lived in so many places, my accent's sort of butchered a little bit in terms of Scottish, but it's unique in the sense that you ain't going to hear it anywhere else. So people like it for that. Then they hear what we're saying, then realize that the entire concept of the show is to talk about something relatively interesting whilst I just insult Nick and Nick insults me back, as two friends do. It comes off quite natural and people stick with it for that.
That's awesome.
We didn't plan it that way.
I'm going to admit my racism in the fact that I don't listen to British or that kind of accent shows, because I need subtitles for TV shows like that. I cannot understand. For some reason, my brain will not compute it if I'm just listening to it and not talking to the person. Or
I know. Because you were educated in America. That's why.
Right. I know. Shut up.
I love that. I love making that joke because it's such a dig at Americans, and every American that I know is like, yeah, right. They're like,
yeah, right.
Our school system does fucking suck, and I mean, I can full on say that because I was barely in it, less than half the time.
School systems suck all over the place unless you're paying for it.
Homeschooled and self-taught, man.
Dude, I had an English teacher who couldn't speak English. And then they had the nerve to say to my mum during a parents' evening we'd only been in England for about 6 months at this time. So I was obviously adjusting to being in England, adjusting to the fact I was the only person with my accent other than my mum and dad. And then it got to the point where when they went to a parents' evening, and the English teacher who couldn't speak English looked at my mum and went, "Why you no bother learn language?" And I genuinely thought she was about to stab her with a pen. So yeah, the education system ain't that great here either, mate, I assure you.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you will.
What?
Can we take a potty break?
Oh,
that's such a.
I hear
I was such an odd way. It's like, ooh, sir, may I go for a whistle?
A whizzle. I like that.
Whizzle.
Yeah.
What is a whizzle? To go pee.
Yeah.
I would like to go take a whizzle.
You'd like to take a whizzle at your wazzle?
Jen,
yes.
You're being
Good.
racist.
Hey, he just made me that way.
I made you a racist. Well, that's a new one. Jesus.
Okay, we're taking a break.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Thank you for staying tuned in to the Mindless Morning Show. We hope you're enjoying another fun-filled episode and would love to hear from you. If you're listening, be sure to follow us and leave a review. If you're on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell to be alerted anytime a new episode drops. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your show.
Alrighty, everyone, welcome back. So we were talking about your lovely, lovely podcast, and I must say I'm very jealous of the fact that you have fans like drawing you up like really badass stuff. And even the one that impressed me the most is somebody had specifically asked you for like a recording to say something for when they charge their phone, and you sent us,
I forgot about that.
you sent us a video of it, and dude, it was glorious. Like if somebody, oh man, if anybody wants a recording of any of us, let me know.
Actually, I'm throwing that out there. So apparently there is this thing that you can do with an iPhone. I'm an Android user, so I wouldn't know, but where you can set certain tones to certain actions. And this girl reached out to us, and she was just like, so I have this problem where when I'm charging my phone, it sometimes disconnects, and I don't realize it's disconnected, and I need something to tell me that something's changed. And she was going, so could you just like say something about charging my phone in a recording, but maybe insult me? And I was like, what an odd request, but yeah, okay. So I thought about it for a couple of seconds, hit record, and just went, it's charging, you fucking salmon. No idea why. And then she sent me a video of her plugging her phone in and me yelling, it's charging, you fucking salmon. And I was like, it's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
It really
Without
is.
a doubt, it is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
I'm superbly jealous, but I think the bigger question here is like, I mean, what brought you to all of this? Like, what made you want to start this podcast overall?
Right. So we obviously we've been in lockdown for nearly a year and a half at this point. Not fully locked down, but you know, the world has changed.
Yeah.
So we started this thing with the guys where rather than, you know, socializing like how we would normally do, we would do like a PlayStation party and just get drunk and play games together. So we did this every Friday, and we started. Yeah, it was Friday night wanker game. And then what happened was there was one day me and Nick were the only ones who were online. We soon realized that actually we everybody else was online, but we were too drunk to realize, and we had just started a private chat. And we were talking about the sort of stuff that we talk on our show because we have like similar interests in it. So we started talking about ghosts, and then we started talking about aliens, and there was conspiracies, and we were getting very involved in it. And then it was a throwaway comment from Nick saying, I've always wanted to do like a podcast or something about this kind of thing. And I just was like, me too. Why have we never discussed this? Like, why? So we made this drunken idea to make this podcast. And we came up with all these ideas and all these things that we would do. Naturally, this was fueled by alcohol. So we weren't sure how far this was going to go. But in the morning, he texted me about the podcast idea, which made me go, shit, he's serious. Nice. This is good then. This is something we can do. So we looked into the best way to record it, the best way to like publish it, how to do this, how to do that. Got a whole load of topics together. And then it got to episode 1, and we were nervous as shit because we just didn't know. Episode 1, which is episode 0, technically, it never got published because Anchor ruined the recording.
Anchor's
completely.
a wanker.
Yeah, Anchor is a wanker, and it ruined the recording, and it will never be published because there's no way to fix it. But we realized, as much as the recording was ruined, we worked quite well together in the show. So knowing what we did wrong, we tried it again and did the paranormal episode. And yeah, from there, we've just consistently recorded constantly every week. And we do put a lot of research into every topic that we talk about. We made certain friends jealous that we didn't invite them. And I think that is the best accolade, because it means you've got such a good idea that your friends are fucked off with you. And it's like it was tremendous. Like our friend came around and was just like, well, I'm sorry, but it would be nice to be involved. And I love him, but he knows none of these topics, so it would be pointless. And then our other friend turned around and went, you know what, I'm going to start drawing again, because, you know, you've got your podcast and, you know, other people have got this. And I was like, why are you angry about this? You're starting a hobby because we've started a podcast. So it's little things like that that just make you excited to do it. It's like I realize that's based on negativity, but I'm quite a negative person, so I love it.
Hey, man, it's working, I guess. So maybe we need to be more angry.
When am I going to be more angry?
Josh, I'm going to start yelling at you more.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because that's what you have to do, Jen. Because you, of course, are
like,
the calmest person I've ever encountered in my life.
Hey.
I'm yelled at textually all the time.
Textual. His name is Jen's yelling bag in my server.
I forgot all about that.
So I gotta say though, like, there's a lot of these podcasts starting up during the lockdown, the epidemic that happened. And so many are gonna just start dropping like flies.
Yeah, lockdown podcasts. They did it as something to pass the time, and I think you can tell the ones that are already going to go from just listening to. I'm not even saying listen to a full episode. You can hear from like about 10, 15 minutes in, because you can tell if someone doesn't have a passion for what they're doing.
Right.
And they're just doing it because they think they might go viral during the lockdown. And unfortunately, not a lot of people are that talented enough to go viral, but everyone seems to think that they could be a star doing it. I realize that sounds a bit contradictory because obviously we're doing a similar thing, but as we've said, we would have been happy with 10 to 20 listens at the start. We genuinely would have, just because it was like the whole idea of, wow, 20 people want to listen to us. It's now so much more than that. But
I'm always like just one. It amazes me that one fucking person sits there and actually dedicates their time to listening to my ass like talk whatever, you know.
Exactly.
It's an honor. So I see numbers as like, yeah, I mean, you want bigger ones, obviously, but at the same time, you're literally talking to 30 different people you don't even know you're talking to.
Like the amount of different podcast groups that have reached out to me, and it's always the same speech. So obviously the number one thing you want to do as a podcaster is get bigger so you can do it full time. I'm like, no, the number one thing I want to do is entertain people. Nick wants to educate people, and to an extent, so do I. But I'll openly admit he's the smarter of the two. I'm the more fun, and he'll resent me for saying that, but it's true. But we do want to entertain, make people happy, but bring up stuff that they didn't know. And if they did know about the topic, we don't just discuss it the way that it's already online where it's basic info. We really dig into the topic and tell you exactly what happened, and we break it apart. So you might be hearing something that you've heard before, but you're now hearing it from a completely different perspective, which we think brings it full circle, if you will.
Right.
And the amount of people who just don't do that, I said, so what's the point? Why would you listen to a show where it's just regurgitated information over and over again, but from various accents? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. No, you definitely need like a personality. Like people cling to the personality.
Yeah.
What I keep telling Josh, you know, is like, let my personality shine more and we'll get more viewers.
Let your personality shine more. This is angry mums of Facebook unite.
It's actually moms of savage toddlers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize for getting that wrong. Please don't yell at me.
Or unicorn moms. Shout out to the unicorn moms, man. There's a lot.
Unicorn moms.
Is that all the ones that dye their hair beautiful colors?
No, it's like the ones that basically all like start chugging wine right after their kids like go to sleep or maybe during the day.
Chugging in Scotland means wanking. Just throwing that out there.
Really? So you're in your room chugging under the blanket?
Chugging away at the wee Bobby.
At the wee Bobby.
Yeah.
Chugging our way.
Okay.
No, not chugging your way. Christ, no, that's sexist. I'd never do that. It's chugging away at the wee Bobby.
Chugging away.
Chugging away.
Wow.
I did the motion there of spaff at the end.
Chugging away at the wee Bobby.
No, not Bobby. Bobby. B-O-B-Y. Bobby.
No, I know Bobbies, and that's just not right.
But that's a different Bobby. This is Bobby. It's a different name. Different word.
I know a Bobby.
I know a Bobby.
Like booby.
It's nothing like Bobby. There's an A in it.
Well, I mean, that's one thing I've always appreciated about like British language. It just always like just the European language. I guess I don't know how to properly say it. It just always seems so much more appropriate. And I forgot which stand-up comedian I heard, but it made so much sense when he was like, my kid came up to me and he's like, Dad, I shit myself. And it's like, oh, why couldn't you be like a British kid? Like, oh, I've soiled me britches. And like, that sounds so much better. Like, and a lot simpler to deal with rather than, Dad, I shit my pants.
I mean, to be fair, we never say soil or britches because that's weird. We would say we shit ourselves because we're. Yeah, this is the thing with
But you're the more aggressive ones, as you've stated.
Yeah, but it's like you guys should think like there is this stereotype where all British people were very top titty ho, and that's the thing that we say to take the piss out of ourselves, and we're known for that, eh?
What does take the piss out of?
I'll take the piss is self-deprecating humor. So you're throwing it on yourself. So we take the piss out of ourselves by saying things like that. But you guys think that that's a genuine insult to us. And we're like, no, we make those jokes ourselves. When you do it, it's just not funny because you can't do the accent.
But it's 2021. You can never be so sure. We just got to make sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but we do have trigger warnings.
There is no trigger warnings here. If there's one phrase that pisses me off more than anything, it's trigger warning. Trigger warning.
So
my God.
Jen has left the building. She currently has to use the restroom. For those watching, for those
trigger warning for anyone who's upset about urination.
Yeah, and for those just listening and not watching, she's still here. So she's just quiet.
I just think that you're treating Jen very badly on this show, Josh. That's just so bad. This is the one time I'm defending her. She's not even here to hear me.
Man, I like her. She's great. I don't think I treat her badly at all.
You don't treat her badly at all. It's nothing. I like her. She's lovely. Why is she the way she is? If I could change one thing, it would be her. Love you, Jen.
Yeah, she's only gonna know of this after, like when she goes and watches it. Oh, hi.
How fast was that? That was so fast.
So, we timed it. It was between 32.5 seconds and 34 seconds, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah. So I had told the watchers you just stepped out for a moment. I told the listeners you're still here, just quiet, and now you decided to speak for the listeners. For the watchers, she's back.
If you're confused, then you're okay.
That was pretty quick though, because I don't even think we actually moved to a different topic. No, we did. Flash across the house.
We switched on a new topic. It's not one I would recommend continuing, though. We both value our lives.
I can only imagine though, Jen scuffled across her house so fast, kicked the cat out of her way, into the bathroom, and right back.
As that cat. It was funny when we were in a voice chat and a video call the other day. And I don't know what you were doing, but you got distracted or something, and you put the phone down and you walked off. So I was just paying attention to the TV, and I just looked over at the screen, and there was just this cat's arse just above the camera. It's just like, yep, you're looking at the butthole. And I'm like, it's just like, Jen, there's a cat shitting on your phone.
Please come back. I see cat buddy.
It's like the fucking Eye of Sauron, but furrier. It was.
Furrier cat. Eye of Sauron. I like that though. I mean, I can dig it.
Tell us what you're drinking.
At the moment, it's just an energy drink. Because I need to, as I've said, it's the wee hours of the morning.
Fortnite after this, then.
I do know that Dakota's down, and for those listening, last week we had Dakota on, actually 2 days ago.
Also, for those listening, if you guys play Fortnite, apparently that's what we play. I know how to play it now.
Yeah, Jen played one game with me and won it.
Also, though, if you play Minecraft, hit me up because I would totally play Minecraft.
Okay, so we're not going to talk about
Justin
Minecraft.
Bieber.
No, we're not talking about Minecraft.
Justin Bieber.
Josh has checked out mentally, physically, and he's questioning reality.
Oh, by the way, listeners, Justin Bieber will be on the show before September of 2021.
Justin Bieber?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Oh
Wouldn't
my
that blow the
god.
fuck up though?
Unfollowed and unsubscribed right now.
Dude, that's what I feel like was gonna happen.
Are you serious?
Like I might unsubscribe myself. Like,
Thank you, Josh. Thank you very much.
Dude,
So, Justin, at what point did you
kids
realize
about.
that you were going to ruin the world? That was the question that I'd asked him.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. I don't even care to continue this to like talk about Justin Bieber on this podcast.
Now, you hashtag Justin Bieber in this podcast.
Bieber,
if you're listening right now, Bieber, you pick a state. You pick
Bieber.
any state in the US. I'll meet you over there. You and me, fisticuffs, one-on-one.
Yo, fisticuffs for sure. That's the gentleman's way right there.
Fisticuffs at done. If I win, I get all your fans.
Give
All
me
of
a
them. Listen to
legitimate
our show.
reason that you
I got money on you, Jay.
Why would he fight? Why would you fight?
But then
Because
again, I'm not gonna lie. Granted, you can drink enough to like just totally absorb his hits and not feel anything. He does have the money to get trained. So
He does have the money
He's
to get
buff.
trained, but like it's going to be like Rocky 4, you know, where the Russian guy's using all the equipment to train and Rocky's just throwing a log.
Jen,
And
you
you know,
say
it's
he's
going to be like
buff.
that.
That's Hollywood. That's Hollywood fitness. Like
It's not even that, it's Photoshop.
you could fucking like
Okay,
do the 5-pound
you do-
bells all day and like you'll get like him.
You do that then.
Well,
Why do you
I'm
have
I'm
a
too fucking
dad bod?
lazy. I
So
have no.
easy.
Yeah, I'm rocking the dad bod. I'll whoop ass with the dad bod.
It's so
fucking
easy.
belly slap.
I
Never.
mean, give credit where it's fucking due, bro.
I'm Poe
What
the
credit?
panda.
What credit am I supposed to give him?
Yeah.
Okay, he's talented.
Nope.
Yes.
No.
Yes, he. Okay.
No, it's just
support
funny
your
that you say
statement.
that. It's just
Support
not.
your statement.
Oh, okay, I can support that. See, the reason that I can say that he's talentless is because he has no talent. You know how I know?
So fucking simple.
Like, do you know how I know? Because I've listened to his songs and they've made me go drivel, sheer drivel.
Absolutely.
Now Nickelback.
Nickelback.
that's some good quality music, right?
What about Eminem?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's very fast, very fast.
He's very fast.
He's I can't keep up with him. He could probably take me in a fight. I'm not going to challenge him.
Eminem has the credentials. The only thing Justin Bieber has is a bunch of fucking pubescent teens with like fucking. I'm not even gonna go there. Or yeah,
pubescent teens with fucking stop.
So like it's nothing. He's nothing after. You don't hear of him anymore.
Yes, you do.
No,
Only
you
if
do
you're a
because he's
weird-
on your feed.
No, he's
Yeah, it's
on
like-
the fucking radio a lot.
Well, stop
No.
listening to the radio. Clearly, it's not doing well for your
Listen.
mental health.
You have
That
a
kid
millennial
plays-
station.
More instruments than y'all do. Very well. He was like 5 or some crazy shit.
He has not.
Yes,
It's a
he has.
story.
There's-
If I was a
Dude,
celebrity,
there's
I
homeless
would tell-
people that play fucking
Yeah.
instruments.
He
just
played
as
on the
well.
fucking streets or whatever, like the stairs and shit of places. Like
But
he
what
did
I'm
his
saying is that
hustle.
doesn't amount to anything.
Exactly.
He's left it behind. He's done. He's just
He's
in your
not-
dreams. Anyway, I'm done talking about Bieber on this goddamn
pop-
show.
Bieber,
culture.
Bieber, if you're
Yeah.
listening, challenge is out there.
Yeah,
Bieber, I love you, and these guys are fucking idiots. dude.
yeah, my fucking
I won't deny that. I am an idiot.
my chin alone would fucking destroy him.
The power of the chin. Just
Destroy his
It's
butthole,
like borderline
like,
a Chuck Norris. Like I have a hidden fist in here.
Is that why it shaked like that? That makes sense.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of.
Bieber.
Dude, I don't know. I was kind of going for like the Scott Ian, but I do like this a little bit. And so the only reason I actually do have facial hair is because
Is to do that.
No, for years, dude, I wasn't allowed to grow facial hair because I worked at Disney.
Oh, yeah, of course. You
So,
work
like-
for the mouse.
No. So here's the thing. I couldn't grow a mustache fast enough. Like they told me basically I need to go on vacation and grow it on my own time. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah.
What?
Fuck you,
That's such
Disney.
Odd company. Absolutely ridiculous company.
Yeah,
Gosh,
no.
that's why we're not blowing up is because you keep talking shit about
I
it.
don't give a shit. Fuck Disney. I hope they burn.
I do too.
I hope that whole
Thousand
company just
Lessers.
collapses. And
Disney, please do me a favor and stop The Simpsons. It's been too long now. Please stop. You've ruined it. That's my request of Disney.
wait, does Disney actually? No, they don't.
Yeah, they own The Simpsons now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I
I
would
didn't
just
know.
ask that they stop running pedophile rings. But you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that as well,
too.
but mostly The Simpsons.
Yeah.
just-
No. Not.
So, but I will say though, like, so for all those years of like just not being able to grow it and always like really wanting to experiment and see, dude, I don't know, like maybe because it was like the first time I actually grew hair, and for whatever reason I went with like the long chin.
Mm.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
went for
you're
the long chin and like bare minimal hair, and I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Okay, but that's why you need to shape it into like the triangular shape.
Yeah, shape
No,
it into an
because
arrow.
then I feel like I'm like, I mean, I don't mind it, but then I feel like I'm like borderline like one of those typical like ideas of Satan or something, and I need like that fancy pencil dick mustache, and I don't like that. So like,
What's wrong with Satan?
nothing's wrong with Satan, but
Yeah.
the pencil dick mustache, on the other hand, that's a different.
Oh
thing.
yeah, okay, I'll give you that. That's a bit more
Yeah,
rating,
so-
I think.
I would
'cause
like to say there are things wrong with Satan, but okay. Just
Ah, you
stating
got-
my point.
Yeah, he's all right.
he keeps God in business.
He keeps
So-
God in business. That's the best argument for Satan I've ever heard. Is just
Same,
like,
I think, actually.
oh, oh shit, man. We're gonna get canceled.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'll make a new podcast.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry, but yeah, I like this, and I mean I like it even though the Amish style, like I've trimmed the mustache and like kept kind of like the beard, and I don't mind just the chin and like nothing else either. So like the Scott Ian. So I mean it's pretty versatile, and I like it too because like my mohawk it's versatile. Like it's a long ass mohawk, but it goes to the side. It looks fancy. I can split it in half and make it look like a super toupee.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
I'm glad you've got ambition.
thanks, man. You know, like I try. I definitely try.
Oh, it shows. It shows.
Thanks.
So I'm so happy that you brought me on your show to talk
Dude,
about your hair.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So why did
Like, can you let me go to sleep because this is ridiculous.
you were you born in where were you born? Scotland?
All right, so I was born in Glasgow.
Okay.
So I was born in Glasgow. I lived in Scotland till I was about 12.
Where's Glasgow?
What?
Where's Glasgow?
Glasgow,
Glasgow. Go.
Or just
Glasgow.
Glasgow.
right? My God,
Glasgow. Where is that?
you're stepping on the lines of insult here. No, so Glasgow is what I refer to as the unofficial capital of Scotland. It's the main bit that everybody knows. Edinburgh being the capital, but everybody will tell you Glasgow's the better city. It's basically as central as you can get in Scotland. But I was born there. Didn't live in Glasgow my entire life. I lived in a place that I'm not even going to bother mentioning to you people because it's so unheard of and I'm not giving them any publicity. And then from there, we moved to London when I was about 12 because my parents got new jobs. So we moved down there and I just never really went back. I had no reason to. I'm not the biggest fan of Scotland as a whole, to be honest. I've always preferred the company of English people and European people and Americans and Mexicans. Everybody, I love everybody. But when it comes to other Scottish people, it's weird. It's like there's like a mental block. I can't think of anything interesting to talk about them with, and it's like, nah, it just doesn't interest me. So, but I like England because I bounce off people well here.
The what?
The what? What do you mean the what?
Bounce off the what?
He
Bounce
bounces
off people.
Oh.
Like,
You're such a professional host, Jen. So professional.
I
Sitting there
fidget so
Sorry.
just doing my lipstick. I know, right? Just keep talking.
Again.
I can't hear you over the.
I'm almost done with one of these and I've never finished one. And we've had a 12 pack in there for like 6 months now. So.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Jen is a super lightweight. Like,
Yeah.
and when I say super, she told me she had 2 drinks and couldn't understand a very straightforward sentence. on
I thought
Discord.
that he called this girl. I thought that he said that this girl looked like a dude, when really he said, "No, dude, she does," or something like that, or "No, she does, dude," or something. I don't know. And I was like,
See,
"Wait,
already too
if
much.
she used to be a man?"
She tells the story so well.
It was.
I honestly don't even remember the story. I just remember
Can
like
we tell the story about our infiltration to the sperm?
Yeah, because that's something I want made public.
Yeah, I don't even like honestly want to give that publicity. Like, I'm not even gonna go there. We've already given enough unwarranted
Okay, how about
publicity
this?
to people.
You guys should join Discord with us, because there have been some great fucking times that you want to be a part of before we start charging Patreon.
If you're as like fucked up as us as you have seen here tonight, then
oh, Jen,
be proud
stop.
of it.
You wear it like a
it.
badge of goddamn honor.
Like, join our Discord. I'm telling you, you're gonna fucking love it. You gotta check out the Salty Speculation.
We don't have a Discord,
no, but
we still love you guys.
Do you want a Discord?
They are very active on Instagram.
Right, so we do eventually, right? But essentially what we do is the same reason we don't have a Patreon, and it's the same time we don't have any of these other little subscription things. I don't want to saturate, and it's the same with Nick. Nick agrees with me. He doesn't want to saturate the show with things like, oh, join our Patreon for this exclusive stuff, because, okay, people like us, but what damn right do we have to be like, so we're now so special now because you've listened to one episode, pay us for other things. Maybe when we're huge and we have 50,000 listens an episode, then by all means give me your money, but prior to that I want to earn it, and I just don't want to ruin the show with that sort of stuff. We will have a Discord, but we will have a Discord when I feel that our community that we're growing is big enough to warrant holding one, if that makes sense.
300 listens and fans drawing you art is enough for a Discord.
Yeah, but like, what have they done for me lately? Love you guys.
I mean, dude, so, well, whatever. Let me know when you're ready for it. I'll be more than happy to help you. But everyone listening, go to our Patreon. And
for the record, I wasn't trying to shit on anyone who does.
On us?
Because I can. It's easy. The fact is, like, it's everybody has different ways that they want to look at this. And I know that there's people out there with Patreons that's very successful. I think it's a great idea, and by all means push it. But we don't even really know the full scope of what our show is yet. So we wouldn't feel right about charging people when we don't know the overall direction of it, because we've changed the format like 4 or 5 different times. Not because the formats were bad. We're experimenting. We're having fun with it. And first and foremost, that's what a podcast should be. It should be fun, unless you're an educational channel where you're not trying to have fun. But who the fuck listens to those?
Yeah,
I listen to all like true crime, basically.
There is a lot of true crime podcasts, like just specifically true crime. That's one that, when you were talking about the lockdown podcasts, that's one that's going to see a serious like cull when the world goes back to normal. So many of those shows are just going to stop.
I don't honestly listen to any of the smaller ones, admittedly. I've been listening to them for like over 6 years, I think, like the same exact ones that I listen to, and that's all I have to keep up with right now. Like,
but that's fine. As you being a fan, you're allowed to. Yeah. We shouldn't have this idea where we're trying to force people to listen to the show. If they want to listen, they'll listen.
Right.
Your main thing is just getting your name out there. People listen, great, and you will have people that will continuously listen and look out for it. You're not going to hit everybody's buttons, but that's just the way it is. Yeah. You're after a certain demographic, and you will get that demographic. You just need to keep pushing for it. Like, I don't want people listening to me that have no interest in the topics that we're talking about, because what would be the point? It would be a waste of time for people. I say that as every one of our friends are forced to listen to it, and they have no interest in this stuff. It's great. Shout out to my friend Dave, who listens every week. He doesn't give a crap.
Hey, man, at least you got that dedication and support. That's awesome, because, I mean, fuck it. I'm pulling fucking tooth and nail to get even my family, like the woman who birthed me, to like watch my shows and shit.
I'm wishing sometimes my dad won't watch them, because then he like texts me and is like, "Are you really surviving off of energy drinks? Because that's not good for you." Blah blah blah.
In all fairness, we all tell you that.
I know, but I'm like, whatever.
Yeah,
Dad.
exactly. Intervention time. This isn't the podcast.
I mean, you already know, dude. Like, I mean, fuck. I think it was just like the other day we were singing this. I'm just a prom night dumpster baby.
I got no mom or dad.
That's what you need to be singing down the streets on your way back home from the bar.
Well, that's getting added to the repertoire. That's fantastic.
Just throw that like in the middle of the album of Nickelback, because that'll really throw people out. They'll be like, "Wait."
And I'll cross the street at the bit where it goes bum 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 bum.
Gosh, my mom said she stopped watching one of our episodes because you said something about a dong.
What?
Well, that's just offensive to dogs.
No,
Dogs need
she's
to be
like
discussed.
so like prim and proper. Like she doesn't like my cussing and all that stuff. So I was like,
Why the fuck not?
This certainly isn't the show for her then.
No.
Like, and I don't care.
I
don't
appreciate
want those.
the effort.
I was under the impression that every swear word was going to be bleeped out.
No.
Is that not the case?
No.
Well, thank you for ruining my reputation.
No
Because
problem.
I've never said a swear.
Never.
Really?
Not fucking once.
Do you need me to bleep them out?
Are you fucking kidding?
I mean, I really don't care to go through these the show like
sarcasm.
Hey man, I don't
sarcasm, sir. Learn it, sir. Learn it, sir.
Pretend like you were actually gonna do that at any point in time. Okay. Okay.
I probably would have like looked for some like AI technology to like find the words for me. So.
Do you know? I say that, and I make the jokes about it and everything else, like where I do swear like a docker. I can't help it.
Like
it's
what?
just a docker. It's just a phrase.
Like one of the sailor men that bring their
Well, they work on the
so you say, or you curse like a pilot or whatever, right?
I mean, I know a pilot.
A pirate.
A pirate. Oh, that would make sense. A pilot, not so much. I know a pilot. He's like one of the calmest people I've ever known.
A sailor.
Yeah, kind of like just like hard labor type thing is what I'm talking about. But like I curse because that's like my upbringing, where I'm from, all my friends as well. Like that's just the way it is. But I will say that for the first like 2 or 3 episodes of our show, I maintained that, and I would swear constantly. And I just sort of made like a conscious decision to try and stop that during the show. I mean, don't get me wrong, the occasional fuck will slip out, because there's some times where you just need it, like to show emphasis.
Yeah.
Like, me going, oh my gosh, isn't gonna work, but fuck that, what I mean? It works. But I wouldn't say that our show is like family friendly and it's not filled with cursing. There is cursing in it, but it's a lot more family friendly than some. Probably more family friendly than this fucking show anyway.
I can I don't know. Like me and the idea of curse words, it doesn't hit the same as it does with most people. Like to me, it's my authenticity. It is me. It's what I want to say, and that's that. And so
they're words. Yeah, that's all they are. They're words, but
you don't like it? Tough shit.
The amount of people that do put a lot of like thought into words and giving them power. They're fucking vocal ranges. That's all they are. They're there to communicate. It's nothing to do with power and all that. But so I try to be, as much as I don't like it, I do try to be wary about how other people would feel when it's like, if there's someone who's really interested in our show, but they don't want to listen because me and Nick are going, well, fuck this, fuck you, fuck Bigfoot, that sort of thing.
Fuck Bigfoot.
I don't want to lose that person because of something that we could have very easily changed, if you know what I mean. So
I totally get that. And
it's not some self-righteousness thing here where we're better than you.
Trigger warning at the beginning. So.
Yeah. So I mean, people are automatically thrown off because they hear naked Mitch McConnell. And they're probably like fucking gone after that.
But do you know, this is odd. I would be put off by the trigger warning. I personally think, and don't get me wrong, I know there's a lot of traumatic things out there for people. And I get that. And I would never dispute that. And I would never, ever, ever make someone feel that they're an idiot for things that they find traumatizing. Right. But at the same time, just because you find something traumatizing doesn't mean other people can't fucking talk about it. And you shouldn't have to warn people, because half of a conversation and half of listening to a conversation is the natural ability to follow along. You give me a trigger warning about something, you've already told me a bit of information, and all I'm going to be doing is trying to spot the bit that you thought was trigger warning worthy, and it ruins the fucking concept of it. And so by all means, get offended. If that's your thing, get offended. But see, if you hear something you're offended by, click off. Just leave it.
Well, that's the thing. And I mean, honestly, for the most part, it's purely just because, like, I'm not here to offend anybody, but I know I do come off offensive because, like, I don't give a fuck.
You're the least offensive person I know. You're one of them anyway. You're just a happy little bearded gentleman. Jen's more offensive than you. Yeah, you can sit there with that look on your face, Jen.
Jen would argue that hardcore. And honestly, yes, in the community, I am nice. In person, like...
You're a little bunny rabbit in the community. It's pathetic.
Dude, because I like to be...
Hello, I'm Josh Uwu. I'm the moderator of the podcast group. If you've got any issues, feel free to ping me.
What you'd like me to do for free? Oh, sure. Let me do it for free.
It's true. I'm always willing to help people. Like, yes, I can be a nice person, but, like, obviously I'm not going to be the guy who bends over backwards and does a bunch of bullshit. Like,
takes it in the ass.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I've seen video proof.
Only my wife can do that. But in person, dude, I have no fucking patience for it. I can be a super asshole. Like, my wife kind of hates me for it. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, bro, I feel like that we've suddenly got to a point where we should be, how are you? How are you feeling?
Oh, dude, no,
okay?
I'm totally
okay?
I'm totally fucked up. Anybody can ask.
Do you need that little neck massage we were talking about earlier? There you go, man. Virtual neck massage. There you go.
Okay, I think we're all fucked up if that's the case. Like, everybody has their own issues, but I agree with you that, like, get over your little sensitive bullshit. This whole fucking, like, babying of
everyone wants to be the bigger victim here.
Yes. At the end of the day, I again, if something, I don't agree with that sentiment entirely. Not you, Josh, what you said there, Jen, about, like, get over your little baby bullshit, because not everyone can get over something that traumatizes them. But what I will say is, just because it traumatizes you doesn't mean that people have to change their ways to compensate you. You're asking a hell of a lot more of people than people are asking of you. You can walk away from these things. But if you're acting all offended, suddenly you're just giving this problem more weight.
Or like staying in a server that offends you.
That's what I mean by baby bullshit, though, is by, like...
Yeah. Taking 25 screenshots.
It was more than 25.
Okay, but listen to me. I have never, ever had anybody be anti-Semitic to me, ever. Like, I live in Richardson, Texas. Okay, we have so many Jews here. Like, I've always been around Jews. Jews are like a higher
person.
A lot of the population.
Real life. You like they contribute zero to your life.
No, I know, but I was just genuinely like, holy shit, is this really a thing? Like, is he being serious, or is this like one day he's just gonna give up? Like, why are you so... And there was no supporting argument, you know what I mean? And so it was a shock to the system, so it stayed a little bit longer, but I will say my husband's still actually in it, so I'm gonna blame him for all that.
Is he still in? Oh my God.
I was like, will you seriously make a podcast about the infiltration because you have done it? You're literally in it. Start acting like...
But does he talk into it every day? Yeah, I don't even think he pays attention. Exactly. He doesn't even like contribute or anything.
I will say, from what I was saying earlier about Discord being so underutilized and like so underestimated, it does have some pretty sick communities on it. Like, I know it's like a running meme at this point that a lot of the worst like sort of content creators out there have one of these degenerate Discord groups, and fair enough, but I think you could probably find that Discord has them, Facebook groups have them,
absolutely,
Instagram groups have them. You find fucked up people anywhere, and I don't mean fucked up in our sense of the term fucked up. I mean the so far off the fucking angle fucked up that it's just not even worth considering them human.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wait, what have I said? What have I said? What have I said?
It's not what you said. So, Jay, are you looking to start another podcast at any point in time?
you want to join forces, bro?
No, I'm kidding. But
we could call it Hands Across the Sea.
I'm drinking.
We're gonna be taking another break for Jen's short bladder. So
for fuck's sake!
Then we'll wrap it all up in a cute little bow before I have to pee again.
Yeah, the super cute bow. So
The super cat.
we'll be right back, guys.
Thank you for staying tuned in to the Mindless Morning Show. We hope you're enjoying another fun-filled episode and would love to hear from you. If you're listening, be sure to follow us and leave a review. If you're on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell to be alerted anytime a new episode drops. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your show.
Oh, am I? Welcome back.
It's the gross. It's
Morning
just
show.
a hell of a talent to show off to the audience.
The
right now.
hairy face vagina.
If you're listening and not actually watching this, picture Josh for a second, and then picture his face as a vagina, and then picture a tongue coming from inside it to the outside. That's what we just witnessed. It was horrible.
He parted the seams
hot.
of the beard.
It's kind of hot, and I gotta say, my beard doesn't taste as amazing as I had hoped.
Yeah,
You gotta flavor that shit, bro. Put some soy sauce in it or
the
something.
jojoba oil or jojoba.
Jaboba.
Joboba, that one.
Jehovah.
Jehovah.
Jehovah. Jojoba.
That's what we said. Jehovah.
No, he said jojoba.
Joboba.
It's not jaboba. Okay, let's move on to
Okay.
bigger and better things, okay?
Bigger and better. Okay. Bigger and better. We go.
So whose is bigger and better?
Say me.
I'm hung like the statue of David. It's just a little thimble.
Are Scottish dicks bigger than normal?
What is
Do you
the
know what?
stereotype of
Look,
Scottish dicks, actually?
Yeah.
Well, we wear kilts, and the thing about wearing a kilt is that you don't wear anything underneath it.
So it's like a plaid dick, or like what do you?
It's not. I say the whole point is that you're comfortable enough, shall we say, where you don't have to worry. Because the thing is, if people see someone in a kilt, they'll instinctively grab the kilt and try and lift it up so they can see your parts. So
Oh,
We're
so
not-
if you wear a kilt, you got the goods.
yeah, so we're not really that fucking bothered about it. So it's just like swing low.
So like somebody only has to like to see it.
Right.
What's-
It just has to,
it's like at the
air just
knees.
has to lift it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was at the knees. It's very cold in Scotland. But,
Mid-thigh.
you put me on a beach. Oh yeah.
A grower, not a shower. I heard Florida man dicks were like nothing, like tiny.
Yeah, what was that? You heard who?
Baby
Man, Dick?
queens. Florida man dicks.
Whoa! Where did
Just a
Florida
random
man
insult.
did?
Just
Yeah,
like-
you're just throwing Florida into
Because
one.
y'all are
it's like-
both the two guys on the show. Like, what are you gonna do? Judge my dick?
Jen,
Who's the biggest of
answer honestly.
Yes.
How big is your dick?
It is about 9.5 inches.
Holy shit, that's bigger. Than
You wouldn't have just rounded that up to like the full 10. It's
I don't
like-
need to.
like-
It's impressive and it's 9.5.
I don't know. I think 10's a more impressive number, but no, good
I'm
on
not
you.
gonna lie.
You
I've
know what?
never
Too
measured
big
my dick.
is a thing, okay? What'd you say?
I've never measured my dick. I see no point.
You're a lying sucker. Dude.
I don't think I've ever measured it. Like I don't recall a time where I just went, you know what I got to do right now is I
Yeah.
got to get rock hard, get a measuring tape, and just
Yeah,
fucking do
I've
some
never like. Let me
I'm
get my
gonna do
tool.
some-
Hold on.
I'm going to do some mad fucking science right now.
I
And,
always assumed it was like when you were a kid and you were given the wooden ruler with your like pack of like school supplies and shit.
no,
What the
because
fuck
that's a
kind of
bit weird.
therapy?
If you've got a wooden ruler and then you're running around measuring each other's dicks. No, we use them as
I'm
swords.
2 whole crayons, bro.
Yeah, it's like my dick only comes up to the A in Crayola.
Wait, which A?
But it's
I
like
know,
it's,
right?
it's just like when you're a kid and you get a ruler, you don't look at that and go, I can measure my dick with this. You look at it and go, I'm gonna hit my friend on the head with this.
Yeah,
because-
until you're like 12 and 13.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think a lot of 12-year-old boys talk about the dicks to other 12-year-old boys, because that's a bit weird.
Okay, in
Yeah.
high school, dudes definitely would like know the size of their dick.
I can honestly tell you right now, I do not know the size of any of my male friends' penises.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna just further point that I'm fucking happy about that.
Yeah,
I don't want to be looking at Nick and thinking dick. That's not the way that
I
goes.
would definitely question the friends you had in high school.
Jen, I think you're a bit more fucked up than we are.
I'm a very, very city girl.
I live in this. I'm in the.
I have lived in
You were
cities.
homeschooled. Shut the fuck up, bro. You don't got no
not all the way.
I've lived in cities all my life. Not once has anyone come up to me and went, bro, tell me your dick size. Until now.
Yeah. I mean,
so it was me.
Yeah.
I fingered a girl in front of my friends, but like I never like talked about my dick size or anything like that. That's just fucking weird. I don't want to know their dick size. I wouldn't.
I have a small, tiny penis. Like that's what.
Do you girls walk around and be like, I have the tightest pussy ever?
So
fucking tight.
Go to the bathroom with each other and stuff. Like.
Yeah, but like the thing is, like guys don't go to the bathroom to look at other dicks. We go to, funnily enough, use the bathroom.
Yeah,
like that's just the way it is. It's like we don't. I don't want to look at dicks. And like to be honest, in some cases, I probably imagine women don't want to look at dicks. They're not an attractive thing.
Dude, I can't even go to the bathroom in a stall that like those urinals that don't have a wall in between because I can't tell you how many times I've had to use one of those like at like sporting events. Because fucking cheap assholes in their arenas. And like all of a sudden I'm looking over and this guy's like bro, fucking mind your goddamn business. Move along.
Not gonna lie, that would be me. If I was a dude, I would totally be like
speaking at those public fucking urinal things.
That's
though,
fucking weird.
Back in the day when I used to go to like the music festivals and stuff, and I used to go to a festival in England called Download, which is a heavy metal festival. It's 5 days of drinking and listening to some good old fucking metal. And obviously, because it's an outside festival, they have those like public urinals, and they're fucking terrible. So it's like a row of just, it's like, it looks like a seat. It just looks like a green plastic seat, but with a hole in it that you can piss into. And because there's hundreds of thousands of people there, the queue to get into the toilet is massive. And I remember once I was absolutely, utterly wankered, and I'm standing in this queue, and it didn't even dawn on me that the person in front of me was a woman. And I was like, why are you waiting to? This is so strange, but whatever. So I rocked up to my place to start pissing into this urinal, and then I saw that she was in the row in front of me, and she was trying to stand on the thing and squat. And she just lifted up her skirt, and I was like, well, this is a woman who has absolutely no fucking shame whatsoever. And she's just like sort of squatting on this chair, skirt held up, pissing into the wind, not actually hitting the fucking urinal. And she's just going, yep.
She wipes it off her ankle and walks away.
It's like, why are you in agreement about this? You're wearing a skirt, clearly no fucking underwear. You could have literally pissed anywhere in this field, but you chose to hold up in a queue and flash your arse in front of everyone going, yup. And you're like, well, I salute you, man. Well done.
That's my kind of lady right there.
There you go.
But I mean, like, seriously, Jen, do women talk about any of this kind of stuff? Do you guys talk about what, like, how low your lips hang or anything like that?
No,
you don't. Exactly.
Like,
so why would we?
Your bra size, fucking what size pants you wear and shit. And usually you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm a size like 8. And now I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm not a size 8 anymore. See,
men don't care about this.
I know.
Like anything, like that's all.
Thing, I think.
We just, it's never really crossed most of our minds because it's the whole, it's a dick. We don't like dicks. It's just like,
it's like a drunk friend falling out of a car. Like it's nothing pretty. It's just like
exactly. Just it makes a noise every now and then. If you spin around too quickly, it goes flap flap. It's just.
I know the helicopter is something that I have total penis envy.
I don't mean doing the helicopter. I just mean doing like a turn, and it just swings. And then there's the odd occasion where you might sit on it.
Yeah.
And but it's not it in general. It's your ball bag you sit on.
Yeah.
Which makes it sound like a beanbag, which makes it sound like you're meant to sit on it. But let me assure you,
It's
no.
not-
It's the worst when it like rolls. Like you sat on it so much, it's like.
Yeah. It's. In all fairness, they're completely fucking stupidly designed. Those things. Now that I think about them, like
You'd rather have them like the kangaroo and them be in front.
I'd rather that they were detachable. So, like, if I don't have to use it, I could just put it in the drawer, and
Have you
then
heard
I
the
don't.
song "Detachable Penis"?
Detachable
penis.
penis.
I even checked inside the medicine cabinet because sometimes I leave it there.
I was like, what a wonderful thing.
But like that is genuinely like for the way that male evolution should go is that we should evolve to the point where we can just like take it off and just put it in the drawer till we need it.
And
then
leave it for your wife while you're at work. And
and it's just like
do it all ourselves.
we'll evolve into another way where we can pee and everything else without it.
I mean, I can live with it, but like we just need to like find a bra for like our nuts, like just something that's like 2 soft little cups that we can like wear as like almost like a thong.
Isn't that just called a cup?
I don't know.
Like,
I've actually never worn a cup, to be honest.
Isn't that what they wear in sports? Because I mean, you can probably tell from me, I'm a very sporty gentleman.
Yeah,
so, you know, like,
I've never actually.
I'm constantly on the field.
I've never played to where I
balls.
needed appropriate equipment, so I've never tried.
That is the thing. So yeah,
it is. Yeah,
I think it's also the thing with like tighter underwear are supposed to like hold up your junk.
Yeah, that is
Briefs,
the thing.
yeah.
But what they also forget to mention is, they market it to make men look good, but at the same time, it's so fucking uncomfortable. It's like, they're not designed to be held at an angle.
Your sack
they're
basically starts consuming the sausage.
Yeah, they are designed to flow free. There's a reason the phrase is like a ball bag in the wind, because it's just there, swinging like a pendulum. And if you bunch it up and then try to stick it up to make it look attractive, it's in there going, help me. That's genuine. That's
just
a genuine
for the
impression.
record, Earl, if you're listening, I am so sorry we started getting into this conversation with your wife.
Earl, if you're listening, your wife started this.
He knows.
She did.
Okay? He knows all about it. Why do you think he's okay with me talking to y'all all the time? He's like, oh, thank God.
But funnily enough, when we're talking, we don't normally talk about our dicks.
Yeah, just for the record, we definitely don't do that.
Honest to God, the first time that we've ever discussed genitals with you is when we're on a recorded podcast.
Yeah.
Is that spelled Jennnital?
Literally.
Genital.
That's my new name, dude. I'm changing it.
Oh my God.
In our group.
Oh, in our group. Oh yeah, that would work.
Yeah,
that would work in our group.
Okay,
and do you know what? Don't even explain the group.
Bullshit.
Don't even explain the group. Leave it out of context.
No group. There is no group. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What were you saying though, Jen?
I said, should we wrap it up before we start saying worse shit that we shouldn't?
Probably. And because I mean, I know it's like probably almost 3 a.m. for you now.
3:10, but who's counting?
Oh my God, dude.
Okay, so we will.
Can we just say? Okay, I'm gonna personally take some responsibility here. Jay has stayed up a couple of nights, pretty late for me, but had a great time. I feel so. He should be a little bit, gracious about that.
I'm gonna take full responsibility, but you should be gracious.
Yeah, you should be fucking grateful. Like you were one step away of going. He is so privileged to know me. And I'm just thinking, no, like I love all of you, but you have ruined my fucking life. So,
but for the record, you are coming to the States at some point, so we are just training you.
We're training for your arrival.
Training for my arrival. I'm gonna bring the storm when I come.
This is what I was getting at. Okay.
I can't wait to.
We really appreciate you. Staying up so late so that you could bless us with our presence. Because I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite episode so far. I'm just saying.
It's my favorite episode too.
Yeah.
All your other episodes.
I'm telling all the people that you said this is my
favorite. I loved all of them too, but it's like this was fun because he's a friend and it's like, having a good time.
100%.
And
plus he stayed up the latest out of anybody. Nobody would have done that for us. So.
I mean, I will admit I made an effort. But it's just like, I don't know. I've had fun. I've had a lot of fun. I can't remember anything that we've discussed other than dicks.
It's probably good. Really good.
I believe
That's
there was
probably
at
not
one point we discussed about coronavirus onto dicks, and that's
fighting
about it.
just
Everything else.
fisticuffs with Bieber.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he's a dick as well.
It's really been the theme all along.
It really is. It's been a very phallic episode. So
exactly. But go check out his fucking podcast, y'all. He's like killing it, and he's been doing it for way less time than us, which means he's gonna blow up.
We're passionate about what we do, folks, and as we've said, it's the salty speculation. We are now on everything, which is pretty great. Other than YouTube, because I don't have time to do YouTube videos. I have tried, and I don't like it. I tried TikTok. I don't like that either. But we are on Instagram, Salty Speculation. We are on Twitter at the Salty Speculation. By all means, come have a listen, enjoy, and if you don't like it, well, fuck off.
Yeah,
there you go.
Absolutely, and all the links will be in the description as usual. And I mean, dude, it's been a pleasure having you. And we do this pretty much every episode, but we always like to ask our guests, is there any words of wisdom that you would like to give?
Any words of wisdom is, well...
Glasses have come off.
One, be Scottish. No, look, at the end of the day, I know we've taken the piss out of a lot of podcasts because they clearly started to monetize it or they're doing something during lockdown. But if there's one thing that I've learned from this, is if you have something that you're passionate about and you want to talk about and you think that you have a good enough voice to carry on it, try it. It's so easy to try it now. Don't be scared about it. Don't worry about numbers or anything else. Just get a microphone, talk about your subject, throw it out to the world. You'll be pleasantly surprised, unless you find a dickhead who just comes along and trolls you. But don't listen to the trolls.
Yeah.
Right? There's, everybody's a lot more talented than they think. This could be your talent, but for the majority of people, it's not. I've heard some shitty podcasts, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, and be Scottish, not British.
Oh, be Scottish helps, but that's my thing. So get your own.
Right, and listen to the Salty Speculation podcast.
Yeah.
Also, listen to our podcast. Join our server and shit.
Wait,
draw that.
They're clearly listening to our podcast if they've gotten to this point.
Watch it on YouTube because it's way better. Also, join our Discord server.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have merch. We have new merch.
And join our Patreon. Because we are one of those scumbag podcasts trying to monetize. And
absolute fucking degenerates.
I just would like a straight $30 a month just to pay for producing the podcast.
Look, can I just say something honestly about the two of you right now? And this isn't even about everybody else that's in our little server. I'm not talking the big podcast server. I'm talking about our little private one that we've got for little Fortnite. At the end of the day, right? He's asking you to subscribe to the Patreon, join the Discord server, and everything else, right? They have a laugh on this show. We've had a laugh on this show today, but I speak to these guys every fucking day, and I do it because I enjoy their company. If I didn't, I just wouldn't give a fuck about them. But I enjoy learning about their lives. I enjoy them because they've got a fucking vibrant personality. Jen is miserable, but only a bit. Only a bit, right? She's generally lovely. So if you really want to get involved in this, the best place to do is join the Discord with them, have a chat, and just join in the hilarity. It's a lot better than sitting there going through the same shit that you always find on Facebook. No, come and get the news direct from Jen. And that is my endorsement of their Discord channel.
Man,
yes.
All right, so send me your Venmo account so I can send you the $10.
Britain, dude, we got PayPal here, but I'll still do the same.
Okay, PayPal. Send me your PayPal so I can pay you for saying that. No.
Just doing that right now. There we go.
No, I appreciate that, man. That's awesome, and
it's truly been an honor to be on your show, guys.
It's an honor to have you. I mean, and thank you very much for the sacrifice of sleep you're making for us.
Oh,
don't pretend like he's not going to play Fortnite right now.
But I really do hope to see a video of you very soon singing Nickelback down the street.
Please. If y'all don't follow his Instagram, you will never see that happen.
I mean, if you follow my Instagram just for the Spartan videos alone.
Yeah, Spartan videos are great.
But the anticipation of a singing Nickelback Jay. Yes.
I think the Spartan helmet will add a lot of reverberance.
Should we
Oh, all right.
And as we started, we're going to go ahead and leave off as the mindless monkey.
The salty Spartan.
The salty Spartan.
I'm the mindlessly speculative half.
The mindless monkey, the salty Spartan, and Jen with her Amazon purchase.
Yes. So stay stupid and mindless. And mindful and all that.
Go listen to our show.
And thanks again for joining. And yes, check out the salty speculation.
Thanks for having me here, folks.
Oh, mindless monkey, signing out.
Thank you for listening to the Mindless Morning Show. We appreciate you picking us out of the many great podcasts out there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell to get notified whenever we release a new episode or bonus content. Now go enjoy the rest of your mindless day.